Blackwings, and today I'll be talking about the new Blackwing cards coming out in the newest set, Darkwing Blast. And judging by the name, we kind of all figured that we were going to get some Blackwing support one way or another. Either that or more Raid Raptor stuff. But anyways, let's get started. First off, we have Blackwing Vata the Knave, and its level 2 Darkwing Beast tuner effect monster with 800 attack and 0 defense. I forgot what card matches with dark monsters that have 0 defense. I think Dark Eruption, but I don't think you're going to be running Dark Eruption or any card similar to that in... Oh, Reoccurring Nightmare, right. Yeah, you're definitely not going to be playing Reoccurring Nightmare because this, as you'd see later, this deck has many ways of recovering your Blackwings from grave and or banished. If you control a Blackwing monster other than Blackwing Vata the Knave, you can special summon this card from your hand. Oh yeah, and it's a hard once per turn. Second effect, during your main phase, you can send this card on the field or one or more Blackwing non-tuner monsters from your deck to the graveyard whose total levels exactly equal 8, and if you do, special summon one Blackwing Dragon from your extra deck. Also, you cannot special summon monsters from the extra deck for the rest of this turn except dark monsters. Next, we have Blackwing Shamal the Sandstorm, and it's a level 4 Darkwing Beast tuner effect monster with 1600 attack and 0 defense. And first effect reads, you can send this card from your hand or field to the graveyard, place one Black Feather Whirlwind from your deck face up in your spell and trap zone. And if you didn't know, Black Feathers are the OCG name of Blackwing, so this is probably going to read Blackwing Whirlwind from your deck face up to your spell and trap zone. At first, when I read this card, I thought it was Black Whirlwind, which I was like, oh, that's pretty sick. You can search your Black Whirlwind with this card. So you don't have to constantly rely on Simoon the Poisonous Winds, but I was wrong. This is a completely new card. But this is still a nice effect nonetheless. Second effect, if a Blackwing Synchro Monsters or Blackwing Dragon is special summoned to your field while this card is in your graveyard, you can banish this card and target one Blackwing monster in your graveyard added to your hand, and then take 700 damage. And you may be wondering why the taking damage part. Well, because Blackwing Dragon as well as its retrain actually blocks damage you would take and turns it into counters. That's why you're probably going to be seeing a lot of this on the new Blackwing cards. Also, this helps you recover your Blackwing monsters from your graveyard. Next, we have Chinook the Snow Strike, and it's a level 2 Darkwing Beast effect monster with 100 attack and 700 defense. And its first effect reads, you can send this card from the hand or field to the graveyard and target one monster your opponent controls, send one Blackwing Synchro Monster or one Black Winged Dragon, which, this is important, from your extra deck to the graveyard, and if you do, until the end of this turn, the targeted monster loses 700 attack, also its effects are negated. And if you control a Dark Synchro Monster, this becomes a quick effect, so basically this card can become an effect veiler that also lowers attack, which is pretty nice. Also, you can constantly, like I mentioned with the previous card, as well as my earlier statements, you can basically recycle this card you can recycle this card pretty easy, so you could just get a returning effect veiler each turn. So that's pretty nice. Next, we have Blackwing Suthri the Illusory Spark. Reading, and it's a level 4 Dark Wing Beast effect monster with 1400 attack and 1400 defense. And its first effect reads, when this card is normal summoned, you can add one card that mentions Blackwing Dragon from your deck to your hand except Blackwing Sutri the Illusionary Spark. So basically this card could just add you your Chinook, basically your effect veiler, since it mentions Blackwing Dragon. It can search a lot of stuff like this, and you could also search this card, which is automatically pretty nice. The only issue is that you had to burn a normal summon on it, so there's that. Also, second effect reads, you contribute one monster. You contribute one monster. You cannot special summon monsters from the extra for the rest of this turn except synchro monsters. Also, special summon one illusory spark token, winged beast tuner, dark, level 2, 700 attack and 700 defense. Then take 700 damage. Next, we have Blackwing Zonda the Timely Knight, and it's level 6 Dark Wing Beast effect monster with 2300 attack and 900 defense. And its first effect reads, you cannot special summon monsters from the extra deck except synchro monsters. Second effect, if this card is normal or special summoned, you can target one monster on the field, return it to the hand. It's pretty nice. It doesn't specify that it has to be your monster, so you can basically return any monster, so it's basically a compulse. And the third effect reads, you can banish this card from your graveyard, special summon one level 5 or higher Blackwing monster from your hand or deck, then take damage equal to its attack. And this is pretty nice because the level 2 tuner, which was basically the first Blackwing monster we discussed, it could essentially send this card from the deck to the graveyard, and then you could just special summon your Blackwing dragon. Excuse me. And since Blackwing Dragon's already on the field, you can basically use its graveyard effect, and if you use this graveyard effect, you don't have to take damage. You could just basically stack counters on your Blackwing Dragon and special summon a Blackwing from your deck. Preferably a tuner if you want. Well, that's a weird sentence. Preferably a tuner if you want. I don't know. Next, we have Blackwing Assault Dragon. When I saw the Assault part, I was like, oh, please don't make it part of the Assault archetype, but it's a synchro monster, so of course it's not part of the Assault archetype. It's a level 10 Dark Dragon synchro effect monster with 3200 attack and 2800 defense, and its material requires one tuner monster plus one or more non-tuner monsters. Must either be synchro summoned or special summoned by banishing one tuner synchro monster and one Blackwing Dragon from your hand or graveyard, which is pretty nice, and it makes this card super easy to summon, especially if you use Vatu or Van. I forgot. Oh, Vata, right. First effect, each time your opponent activates a monster effect, place one black feather counter on this card, and if you do, inflict 700 damage to them. So, burn. Second effect, okay, I don't know why I shouted there. Second effect, during your opponent's turn, quick effect, you contribute this card with 4 or more black feather counters, then destroy all cards on the field. It's basically like that Solar Wind Hound or Solar Wind Wolf card. I don't know, like, I think that card is probably better in this aspect, but it basically burns your opponent every time they activate a monster effect, plus you get to nuke their entire board, so that's still pretty nice. And next we have Boreas the Demonic Wind, but obviously that name isn't going to stick in a TCG. And it's a level 6 Dark Winged Beast Synchro Tuner effect monster with 2400 attack and 1200 defense, and its material requires one Dark Tuner plus one or more non-tuner monsters. If this card is synchro summoned, you can send one Blackwing monster from your deck to the graveyard, and if you do, this card's level becomes that monster. So you can basically send a level 6 monster that I mentioned earlier with this. And the second effect reads, when this card destroys an opponent's monster by battle and sends it to the graveyard, you can banish one Blackwing monster from your face-up field or graveyard, special summon the destroyed monster to your field in defense position. So it's basically Goyo Guardian. Next, we have Black Feather Whirlwind. And its effect reads, it's a continuous spell card, by the way. And its effect reads, once per turn you can special summon Once per turn, if you special summon a Dark Synchro monster from the extra deck, you can target one of your Blackwing monsters or a Blackwing Dragon with lower attack with a lower attack that is banished or in your graveyard, and then special summon it. So basically, you can just special summon a lot of your banished cards, which is pretty nice. Second effect reads, once per turn, If a dark monster you control be destroyed by battle or card effect, you can remove one black feather counter from your field instead. So if you have this card on the grave while you also have this card and your opponent happens to activate a monster effect, this card gains a feather counter. And because of that, you can protect it once per turn using this card. But you can't really place it on yourself using the self-inflicted burn effects the new Blackwings provide, since that only works with the original Blackwing dragon. Oh yeah, and if I remember correctly, Blackwing dragon also does burn damage. Okay, next, I was about to say the second effect, but I remembered I already read the second effect. Anyways, let's continue with Twin Shadow Blackwing Twin Shadow. I said that twice. Why did I do that? Anyways, this is a normal trap card, and its effect reads: return 2 of your Blackwing monsters that are banished or in your graveyard to the deck and or extra deck. 1 tuner plus 1 non-tuner. Then special summon 1 Blackwing Synchro monster or Blackwinged dragon from your extra deck whose total level equals the total level of those monsters. This is treated as a synchro summon. This card is really nice because it helps you recycle your Blackwings as well as helps you spam the board. Because if you want, you could just special summon the original Blackwing Dragon after you special summon Blackwing Assault Dragon. That's allowing you to block. You gain all kinds of counters, but let's be real, you're just going to be using it to spam a full armor master on your opponent. Next, we have Black Shadow Squall. And it's a counter trap, and its effect reads: when a spell/trap is activated, you can remove 1 black feather counter on your field, negate the activation, and if you do, destroy that card. Second effect, if you control a Blackwing Dragon, you can set this card from your graveyard, but banish it when it leaves the field. The reason why it only specifies spell and trap is because Blackwings already have a counter trap that negates monster effects, but that's just it. That's just it for the new Blackwing cards. Anyways, it's been me, your boy Blue Getsuga, and I'm out.